Hey everybody, Claire with Clairvoyant Psychic Medium here today. I'm playing background music. We're seeing how this sounds today. But first of all, I can't figure out how to get the camera I can't figure out how to. It's the microphone. I don't know how if I am using the right microphone. It's not even like telling me what one I'm using. So whatever. But okay. So hello. I apologize that I have been MIA for the past couple days. My mentor from Ecuador is in town, and we went on a little gypsy trip. Yes, it was planned, and I did try to be prepared, but I overbooked myself on Tuesday, and I ran into a problem. So I apologize. I'm human. Okay. So, other than that, I'll tell you what I did. We took off and we went to Broken Bow. That's where there's a crystal and rock place there that we've been going to for years. And then we ate at an amazing brewery. I had amazing cherry cider at the Kincaid, I think, brewery. And then we went to Columbus. We stayed the night in Columbus in a hotel. I'd treated her, gave her Reiki. No, she gave me Reiki at the hotel, but we did face masks and all that stuff. It was so much fun. And then we went to all the stores in Columbus. There's two really good crystal stores that I will hands down go before any other store right now. Just Good Vibes and Outlaw Natural Wonders in Columbus. Check them out. They're both amazing. But yeah, so that's what we did, and we had a great time. I feel very rejuvenated and revitalized, but I definitely came back to yesterday, last night, whatever, to a lot of stuff that needs to be figured out in my life and in my personal life. But we're ready to tackle it. I don't know what my hair is doing, but whatever. It's happening like that. So, before we get started, if anybody would like to book any sessions or anything, the link is in my bio. My link tree has all my websites and everything on there: TikToks, Instagrams, YouTube, and my website where you can book services, all that stuff. So, I am going to do the weekend forecast. So it's okay because I really and technically only missed yesterday's, and it's almost the exact same degrees. Astrology as today. So what is the astrology? Let's see here. Sun is in Aries, the moon is in Gemini. This is really fun, playful energy, very childlike, because remember, Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. We have this childlike wonder, and then the Gemini is that curiosity, and it's beautiful. So the other thing that's going on is that the Jupiter in Aquarius, yeah, and the sun in Aries moved to 26 degrees. So we're going to get to why this is important in tomorrow's astrology, but today it starts. Oh, excuse me. Turn down, please. That was weird. Whatever. The other thing that is happening today is that the sun is squaring Pluto. So this is different from yesterday. This is a pretty big deal. The sun is who we are in essence to our soul. And then Pluto is death, is change, is drastic, whoop, changing everything. But we have a forced decision that we kind of have to make right now. That's what this feels. Holy shit. Just reading, they're figuring out the astrology right now to what's going on in my life. I don't understand how people could think astrology is wrong or not real, because wow. But anyway, so we have a forced decision that we're making, and we're going against normal, but we really get to follow our heart with this energy. We get to take a love approach rather than we've been in Capricorn energy for such a long time, and that was all institutionalized. What is the betterment for the economy? Blah, blah, blah. Now it's no, what do you want in your heart? So that's a really cool different feeling. This energy is, remember, we do have Mars and Gemini, and this is the last few days of Aries energy, as well as toothpaste time for the Sun and Mercury. And we just moved into Taurus, into Venus. So there's a lot of friction kind of energy that's happening right now. So we have a tendency to be very grumpy and immature and impatient. So ask for help. And we do have this good luck that's coming with the Jupiter aspect. And then the moon is also squaring with Neptune. So dreams, goals, what's going on? How is this lining up? And then the moon is trining with Saturn in Aquarius, Jupiter in Aquarius, Mars in Gemini. There's so much air in the sky right now. So many thoughts. So much that's going to be like, oh my God, I never thought of it that way. Holy crap, look at that perspective. Bing, 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 bing. All that stuff is just flowing right now. With this Neptune trine, square, sorry. Intuition is humongous. So we get to finally be like, oh my God, I feel like I really have to go this way, and it'll change your whole entire life or whatever, That's a drastic analogy. But then we have like all of this like intuition, like let's flow by the seat of our pants and just wah, that kind of a thing. But then we have this trine with Saturn that's coming in, where it's like, how can we have rules but also be flowy? Holy shit, this is crazy compared to what's going on in my life right now. So this is kind of like ground, find your plan, develop that kind of today. And you need to find your calm. You need to find a moment where you are calm. So that's just today. Tomorrow, Saturday, April 17th, the sun is in Aries and the moon is in Gemini for the first part of the day and then moves into Cancer later that night. Okay, so this is where shit gets a little bit crazy. There is so many squares that are happening. Remember how I said that 26 degrees? For some reason, everything is in 26 degrees on this day. So everything is like frictioning up against each other, and it just feels confusion, scattered. Just, it's not going to feel very fun. This is the second to last day of Aries season, baby fit central, tantrum central. It is stressed. The earth is stressed. So, the main thing, remember how I always say that we can get through Aries season if we figure out what we want to focus on, like for the day or for the moment or whatever. But on this day, on Saturday, it's really kind of asking us, like, what are we going to commit to? It's not just focus. It's more of a commitment. Because remember, we had that Pluto stuff happening, and that is like, here's your change. What are you committing to make this change stick, happen, whatever, Mercury in Aries is pairing with Jupiter, so that's having us be really, like, blunt, frank, strict, whatever, and moody, because we have that toothpaste time happening. So it's a good day to hide. I know it's a Saturday and that sucks, but like, it's a good day to hide. I'm being completely real. It's gonna be crazy outside. If you can't come from love in this energy and you have a hard time getting grumpy, bitchy towards people, that might be a good thing to hide. That's just the plain and simple to it. I did notice, because I drove. It was like over, 6, 7, 8, 9. It was about 10 hours of driving that I've done in the past 48 hours or whatever. And I was getting road ragey. And I was noticing that. And I was like, oh, this is not normal for me. Normally I'm like, damn it, get out of my way. Or like, but I was like straight up pissed a couple times. But remember, we have that Cancer moon also. Cancer moon, it's at home there. I said that weird, sorry. It's at home there. But it's at home, but it's so pure baby, childlike. Like, and then we have that baby fit throw in Aries where it's like, oh, I want it now, daddy. That, whole Baruch assault feel. Like, it really is. So be careful. Understand your emotions. Learn to chill out and find your calm and come from love, and then go do things. Like, we have a funeral to go to. So, it's going to be good to kind of like center ourselves and ground and then go do something with people. Woo! All right. So Sunday, April 18th, last day of Aries season. Sun in Aries, Moon is in Cancer. Mars is quincunxing Pluto today. So positive pairing with Pluto. And this means Pluto is death, rebirth, change. That change that came about on Friday, if you didn't jump on it and commit to it, you could explode on this day when it comes to change. The forced change that could have happened on Friday will bulldoze you on this day. So be careful. Big time watch your mouth, because we're Mercury toothpaste time for Aries, remember? And then the end of Aries season. So shit is flying out of the mouth. And we still have Mars in Gemini. That's not a good placement. So, yikes. Yes, hide on Saturday, but honestly, I feel more comfortable going out on Saturday than you do on Sunday. So, you could be really rude. You could be really direct. It's not your fault. It's okay, but it's not going to be a fun conversation. If you do have to have conversations this weekend with people, kind of warn them to be like, hey, I am not having any tone when I am speaking. This is not meant to be rude. I'm trying to come across with the love and respect that everybody deserves, but I want to tell you the facts, and that might seem harsh to you. You know, if you need to kind of do something like that, that might be best. Come from love, come from love. Like, I need to remind that. Like, go into your heart. Kind of like, what the fuck was our goddess card? Oh my God, I cried. It was coming into your heart, finding compassion for yourself and for others. So yeah, Sun and Mercury is just so action focused, because we're at the end of Aries season. Like, oh shit, I didn't do this. Oh my God, I didn't finish this. And it's just running all over the place like fucking crazy. And it's like, I need to take action. But then the moon is in Cancer and is just like, I don't want to, you know. Woo! So, remember what I said about Aries season. This is the most important day to apply this. What can you focus on? What can you focus on today? You're going to have a focus. There needs to be actual physical movement that you are doing on this day in order to feel fulfilled. So, like, if it's a Sunday, like normal people Sunday, where you get up late and you kind of just mosey around, clean. Let's clean the whole house. You do the, like, laundry, I'll do the vacuuming, you do this, you do that. Like, have a little to-do list and keep focused with that. And then, yeah, you're going to have to. Or else you guys are going to be at each other's throats if you live with people. If you're going to be around people, it's going to feel very frictiony. So find your balance if you find something to focus on. And your confidence is really high, so that's a good thing. I mean, that might be good to kind of do like a podcast or something, but okay. So, let's go back to doing all the other stuff. So let's pick a rune for the weekend. Whoa. It's the P one. I have so many crystals that I need to be like placing strategically around the house, because in reality I bought those crystals with the thought of these are going into my she shed. So I gotta strategically place them around the house so they don't feel like they're cluttering us too much. Ooh, we haven't had this one in a long time. It's Wunjo, which is the joy or light rune. This rune is full of fruit-bearing branch. The term of travail is term of travail. What the fuck? Why am I having so much a hard time with that word? Okay. Oh, like the hard times have ended and you've come to yourself in some regard. The shift that was due had occurred, and now you can freely receive Wunjo's blessings. Therefore, they may be material gain in your emotional life or heightened sense of your own well-being, but this is an alchemical moment in which you are understanding it's transmuted for knowledge. The knowledge of itself was a necessary but not sufficient condition. Now, you can rejoice in having been carried across the gap by the will of the heaven. Joyousness accompanies new energy blocked before now. Can you just take that in for a second? Joyousness accompanies new energy that was blocked before right now. We are going to have joy in some form right now because it's been blocked until right now. Oh, thank you. Okay. Light pierces the clouds and touches the waters just as something lovely emerges from the depths. The soul is illuminated from within in the meeting place of the heaven and earth and the meeting place of the waters. There is a new clarity which may call for you to renounce existing plans, ambitions, goals, and it's proper and timely that you submit for Wunjo. This is a rune of the restoration and the self, properly aligned to the self. Okay, so coming into self in a new way this weekend. And this new energy brings joy. Oh, that's exciting. Okay, so we have that, and then because it's a weekend, we need the good old animal cards. What the fuck? Okay. Hang on, I have to take a Snapchat right now. You know what? Let's do it. We're going to do that as our animal card. Whoa. Okay, so let me tell you the story. I can't remember what day it was right now in this moment, but I know it was... Hang on, did I have to do something doctor-wise? Oh, no, it was when I had to go to get my oil change. I was driving in Wahoo, and... Hang on, I gotta send this. Where is it? Right there. Okay. Oops. Alright, I was driving in Wahoo, and there's Lake Wanahoo. It's a man-made lake. And I look over, and there's a giant fucking pelican right there. And it was... Okay, and then when we were driving home from Columbus, it was right by North Bend. The lake, hang on, not lake, Elkhorn River, I think it is, yeah. And, what else is it? Platte River, maybe? Whatever, you don't make fun of me, I don't care. There was pelicans. And then my friend, or my life coach, Erin, she went to TJ Maxx the same day that I saw the pelican in Wahoo. And she went to all these places. She saw like 4 fucking pelicans. It was constantly her. And then when I just picked up this deck, I was like, wouldn't that be weird if we got the pelican? And I just turned the deck over to go to shuffle. It's on the bottom. So let's just kind of go with it. This is the pelican deck. They are, and I just fucking turned. What is happening? These pelicans are like haunting me right now. This is crazy. Hang on. I'm not enjoying my hair right now. What does it look like down? This is like an inverted... Oh, I have a bubble in my throat. It's an inverted camera, so I constantly think I'm like pushing my hair one way, and it's... See, this is when I would normally just put a hat on. Should I do that? I cannot believe that these pelicans... See, look at that. Way better. Alright, let's figure it out. Let go of your judgments. Each time you judge yourself or others, you immediately create the illusion of separation. Separation from your environment and from other human beings. And most critically, separation from the Creator and of all creation. Immersing yourself in this illusion creates a pain that manifests as hurt, anger, or even attack in words or deed. And if you stop and reflect, you will find that which you judge in others is really a protection of a shadow aspect of yourself. Whoa. Therefore, the source of these judgments is not as contained as the other. It is something in yourself that you may not be aware of. Once you realize how judgments separate, there is an opportunity to forgive. First, the other person for his or her perceived transgressions and shortcomings. Then yourself as you identify the shadow aspects in which you have projected onto this individual. In the light of this realization, an illusion of separate vanishes. This is true forgiveness, not an empty mantra that you repeat over and over again in order to support some false notion of forgiveness, but a genuine release of any and all judgments. When you have forgiven, this act returns you to a state, of love and acceptance and peacefulness. You will know when this happened because then you will feel the natural and tranquil state of the unity within the Creator and all of creation. Oh, letting go of all judgment when there is a Cancer Gemini moon, especially the Gemini, end of Aries season. Oh, no big deal. We're just gonna, and then we had the P for Pelican. Wow, I'm freaking out. Okay, Pelican. This is blowing my mind. Let go of all judgment. You deserve that peace. So basically, if you are noticing that you have like when you think about somebody and you have I'm totally figuring out what this means in my life. Oh my God. If there's something going on in your life right now and there's something that you do not agree with that somebody is doing, that's judgment. Who cares what they're doing in their life? Forgive them. Forgive yourself for getting upset and let go of that. So that's how we work through judgment, is forgiveness. This is what came up in my Reiki session, and I didn't know it was the Pelican thing, and that is mind-blowing. Okay. Woo! Okay, so I am going to be doing even though we are at 22 minutes, which is not, this is going to be a long one, guys, whatever. Because I was really excited to use the archetype deck, and I did it once. So we're going to do the weekend. Well, too many things. There we go. Nope, 2. There we go. Okay. So yes, I had an amazing past couple days. Just because I haven't seen her in almost 4 years. And we used to be together all the time. She lived in the town next to Prague. So we were constantly there. Ooh. See, now my finger's starting. Wonder if this is shuffling. I've been having problems with this finger, and I thought it was my phone. Maybe it's both. But right now is when I'm feeling it. And I haven't felt it these past, day at least. Nope, 2. There we go. Yes. Okay. And these damn circle cards. Oh, also, guys, I forgot to tell you this. I think I might have said it before. I don't know. I have decided that I am going to be starting a new podcast show. I'm doing this with my friends from North Carolina. They're new in the metaphysical kind of community. They're my friends. I've missed them a lot, and this gives us an excuse to hang out, talk witchy things and whatever. And yeah, we're going to be recording that tonight, and hopefully I'll just kind of I'll probably just be uploading raw versions because I don't know how to edit yet. And it might just be Zoom. No, I'll have to do the voice recorder too. So then I'll put it on all the podcasts. But yeah, I'm excited to start a new podcast, new project. Yay, new beginnings. It brings new joy. Oh. Oh my gosh. Okay. King of Discs. If you would have just felt or known what my brain just did, that was ridiculous. Alright, I'm looking it up on my phone because there's an app. King, Royal, King. There we go. The King of Discs in a reading is indicative in the surrendered action which is required to accomplish any task. This might be the action that is already in progress or action that you must begin. Nevertheless, it is an industry that does not require much thought or feeling, but only the long hours of repetitive motion that is required to bring life into manifestation. Excuse me. The King of Discs is the industry's laborer in the field. He is not occupied by thoughts or feelings, but is focused solely on his physical action and the spiritual will that drives him. He knows his mission. He acts tirelessly, surrendering to the moment until his energy is spent. He represents the phenomenon of mountains, earthquakes, gravities, and the generative properties of Earth. Okay, so King of Discs is the determined hard work behind any passion or project. Okay, then the next one is adventure. Okay. When we are truly in a spirit of adventure, we are moving just like a child, full of trust, full of out of the darkness of the forest into the rainbow of the light. We go to step by step, drawn by our sense of wonder into the unknown. Adventure really has nothing to do with plans and maps and programs and an organization. The Page of Rainbows represents a quality that can come to us anywhere. At home or in the office, in the wilderness, in the city, and in this creative project, in our relationship with others, whether we move into the new and unknown with the trusting spirit of a child, innocent and open and vulnerable, then even the smallest things in life come to the greatest adventures. Okay, so just the adventure part. Okay, so the adventure behind any project. Adventure and childlike. Like wonder behind any project. Okay. And then the last one is the orphan. I don't know what my nails are doing. Sometimes I just like scratch off some. See, we have 3 scratched off. I don't know. I've always done that. Okay, the orphan. The wounded child, the abandoned, the beggar. To study the orphan is to study the deep and challenging energy of our time. We are ever more connected, yet face a collective isolation. The refuge crisis haunts our planet. Children are separated from parents, and the earth begs for our attention. We are in a time of universal orphanage of our nature, of each other, of our own hearts, and take refuge in the fact that we all share this core wound and dilemma. It is normal to fear this card, as it haunts the caverns of our soul. When it appears, take time, real time, to be in the presence of feelings that this card stirs you in. Let it humble you. What are you starving for? What is the deepest gift that you could imagine giving to others? What has been rejected is quite possibly the most needed. Whew. Okay. This is access to this archetype through creative acts like drawing, painting, writing, keeping it simple and asking the orphan what it wants to draw to make it or say. The tenderness beyond the tenderness is required. Imagine holding yourself in your hands to recognize that each one of us fears rejection and isolation and is to take one step to the orphan. More kindness always. So when we're in the good juju, in the light with this, we have deep solace or deep acceptance and deep love. When in the dark, we're distant. We hate and avoid, and we're controlling or limiting. And it says to go deeper, Mary Oliver's The Kitten. I am going to Google that because what the fuck is that? Is it a song? Is it a poem? Mary Oliver's The Kitten. It is a poem. Alright, I'm going to read it. Let's see how long it is first. Okay, not long at all. More amazed than anything, I took the perfectly black, stillborn kitten with the one large eye in the center of its small forehead from the house's cat bed and buried it in a field behind the house. I suppose I could have given it to a museum. I could have called the local newspaper, but instead I took it out into the field and opened the earth and put it back, saying it was real, saying life is infinitively inventive. Holy fuck! I'm gonna skip that word. Saying what other amazements lie in the dark seed of the earth. Yes, I think I did it right to go out alone and give it back peacefully and cover the place with the reckless blossoms of weed. Okay, so that is fucking deep and dark and not what I was thinking at all, because my whole fucking being is like, was this cat dead? What is going on? But this is literally saying to have to make the harsh decision whether it is an animal that was dead or not, but to be like, I am drastically changing and I need to do something different. Let's give it back to the earth. That's some shit there. Okay, the orphan. That was not easy at all. So this is connecting to the deep feelings, basically, and harshness of life. Being in the presence of feelings. Yep, it's the feelings. Okay. Alright, guys. This is going to be a fucking intense weekend. So, this is saying we have this pelican. Okay, let's go back to the whole beginning and tie this all together. We have the Wunjo rune that is saying that we have light. So, we're connecting to new ways of doing stuff. So, this deepness, that pairing with Pluto, is uncovering this deepness to bring it out, to take that chunk out, so there's room now for joy. So that's a cool thing. And it might be the judgments that we have. Judgments for ourselves, for other people, whatever. That might be the shit that's kind of like blocking us. Probably, since that's coming up. Then with the pelican. The King of Discs is saying that there is going to be hard work that comes with this. There's change. There's stuff that has to be done differently now. And we are committing, remember, that was part of the astrology, to doing this hard work. But at the same time, having that adventure of the childlike wonder and curiosity to be like, I'm so excited to wonder what this is going to turn out like. What is going to be the outcome of it or whatever. But also to just fully 100% understand that we're going to have new feelings that come up with this. We're going to have a lot of feelings, and to give space and hold space for that deepness is going to be the most beneficial. So it sounds crazy and like a lot and whatever, but oh my God, it sounds like it could be so rich and beautiful once this too shall pass, you know? Oh. When we pair with Pluto, guys, there's no fucking around. So, may the odds be ever in your favor. That's like really what I want to say, because that's when we're on the other side of this weekend, we're going to be like, oh my God, whoa, what's going on? So, whew, yeah, all right. Well, if you would like to take advantage of any of my services or anything like that, guys, I am mainly over the phone or on Zoom at the moment. So if you would like to take advantage of that, go ahead and go to clairvoyanthealing.com and book your appointments through there. Yeah, go ahead and do that. And I know I'm booked out till May, but guys, that's like it's only 2 weeks. That's pretty fucking normal for me to be booked out till the 1st of May. I'm usually booked out in a month. So I have been getting quite a bit of messages being like, you're booked out till May. It's like, guys, I know it's end of Aries season and everybody's impatient, but can you find compassion to understand that I also have a life? I know that I had to take time off to go to Colorado. I haven't went on a vacation in 3 years because of my business and Corona. And I know that I took time off to go see Chris. Haven't seen her in almost 4 years. So I have a life. I'm a human. Respect me, have compassion, and understand and book accordingly. I can't make adjustments for everybody. Sorry, that was harsh, but I can't stand getting those messages. I mean, it's like contacting, like, I don't know, McDonald's if they were closed to be like, can you please open? I need this. It's fucking rude. Stop it. Okay. I love you all. I hope you have an amazing weekend, and I'll try to get back to normal and everything because this Aries season kind of funked me up, but Taurus season is here starting Monday. Woo! So, it's way more of my juge, and I'm very excited about it. So I will be back normal on next week, and I will see you then.